You're okay. We were so worried about you. Hey, this was supposed to be a touch and read.
Actually, it's very smart of the traveler to be wary of me right now. After all, the doctor has shown that his technology can apparently even control human minds. Plus, it's not like you could have known what happened after we split up and I was facing the doctor by myself. Even a pool of stagnant water after a torrential storm can occasionally pass as a patch of
Paimon feels like only the real Nahida could come up with such an
Huh? But,
Well, we understand that point now. Please, Nahida, tell—
When you left, I was still in the middle of restoring everyone's minds. Thankfully, when the doctor mentioned depositing information into the subconscious, he didn't mean engraving information into their minds. Instead, he did something closer to creating hallucinations. That was still within my power to fix. Luckily, I managed to finish my restorations and mind jump away from him just as he was about to capture me.
Whew. What a relief. The doctor sure pulled out some hidden cards, but good thing we had Nahida with us.
I wouldn't be relieved just yet. I gave away my true identity when I restored everyone's minds, which means we've lost another one of our trump cards. Also, the doctor is already an expert at modifying Akasha terminals. Maybe it's only a matter of—
Would that mean you'd no longer be able to jump between minds? Then how do we stop him? Ugh, it feels like he's toying with us. What a nasty piece of work. Plus, the doctor's combat ability alone is apparently enough to make him worthy of being—
We shouldn't give up hope just yet. Let's try the—
Actually, Nahida, how did you know we were trying—
Yes, I have. I can see the Traveler's elemental energy, so I deduced your destination by looking at the direction you were moving in. You didn't come here for sightseeing, right?
We're looking for a scholar we know. His name is Tainari, and the sages once tried to reach out to him. Why don't you come inside with us and see what we can find?
Okay, let's just hope.
Traveler? It is you!
It's Hypatia!
What a pleasant surprise!
Who's this?
She's a scholar we met in the Avidia Forest. When we last saw each other, she was still training in the...
Oh, I see.
That's right, we're old friends. You've come at just the right time. Ever since I've come here, hardly anyone has even talked to me.
Hypatia, you're way too excited about this. Actually, wait, no. Did you already finish your training and reach Pariporn?
What do you think? My consciousness has already managed to make contact with the divine.
You did it? Congratulations!
It's so exhilarating to share this sublime joy with others at long last. When my consciousness made contact with the gods.
That sounds incredible!
Oh, all right. Actually, remember? I promised to help you understand what you saw from Irminsul once I gained deeper in. My current self has not only gained true insight, but I can even help you establish a direct connection to...
You can do that?
I've never heard of anything like that, but if you want to give it a try, I'll do my best to protect your consciousness during the process.
Hold on. I brought some spirit borneal with me.
We're using...
All right now. Hold my hand. I'll help you establish a pathway to connect your consciousness.
Okay.
Ready?
It took 3 betrayals for me to finally understand. The world is just an elaborate tapestry of lies. My fury will never be quelled. The first to betray me was a god. My creator. My mother. Valuing strength above all, she saw no worth in me and I was discarded. The second was a human. My family. My friend. Consumed by fear, he saw me as an abomination. The third was one exactly like me. A hope for the future. A fledgling barely out of the nest. Powerless before his mortality, he broke his promise to me. Humans, they can't be trusted. And the gods fill me with pure loathing. So I said good riddance. I denounce the world and laugh in its face. My chest will never again be defiled by worldly filth. I will scrub away every last trace of human emotion. Then it will be empty, a blank slate, and ready to receive a supreme gnosis, brimming with pure divinity. There is no need to fear. The pain will be brief. Your era is coming to an end.
What was that? Did we actually just see the Balladeer's memories? Everything matches what we know about him. But how is he connected to the divine consciousness that Hypatia was talking about?
You saw it, right? You felt it, right? Such a majestic god! Such a noble will! Alas, shame. If only that which beats within my chest wasn't a filthy mortal heart. Oh,
Do you understand now? I'm afraid this is no Purna life, but rather...
Ah! You! Why are you so mean to me? Why is everyone hiding from me? I found divine wisdom. Shouldn't I receive praise and honor? Haven't I uncovered that light in the darkness?
Hypatia?
That's how I always thought everything should be. Wait, have I already lost my mind?
Wait, something isn't right!
Okay, we finally lost him. Are you okay, Nahida? Wait, no.
Oh, the Traveler's back?
Nahida was controlling your body for a while. It seemed like she jumped over to you as an emergency measure right before the Catherine puppet was destroyed. After that, Kainari heard the commotion and came over. He helped us defeat the mercenaries and then he ran with us all the way here. What? You swapped places? You mean your consciousness also went into Nahida's body? Wait, then where is Nahida's consciousness? Where is she now?
I never imagined that an individual's consciousness could be transferred around like this. Had I not seen it with my own eyes, I would have never believed it. I don't think this can be achieved with current human technology. Also, while we were running, the consciousness in your body told me to pass on a message. She said, the doctor has found a way to trap my consciousness, so I can't journey with you anymore. But even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies.
Oh no! Nahida's trapped in the sanctuary of Suristhana for good this time. Was that message all she left for us? It's pretty vague. Oh, that makes sense. Since the doctor captured her, even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can... Paimon knows the moon illusions and lies are from that alchemical divination at the... Didn't Nahida use a starlight analogy before? It had something to do with Sataria. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. But she isn't with us in...
Paimon, you said Sanctuary of Suristhana, correct? Does this mean that this Nahida you're talking about, the consciousness who was occupying the Traveler's body, is the Dendro Archon?
Your guess is correct, but the situation's a bit complicated, so it's really hard...
That's all right. A scholar's curiosity doesn't need to be appeased right away. I've spent some time with you, and it looks like the Dendro—
Thank you, Tainari. Oh,
that. While I was indeed invited to join that project, the sages were always secretive. All I know is that the project has something to do with the restoration of Irminsul.
huh? Did you see something when you were in Nahida's body? What?
Do you have any evidence? So that's what happened. That explains why Hypatia's symptoms were different from those of the other scholars who went mad. It's because she made contact with the consciousness of a new god who is still in the process of being born.
Tainari, did you leave the Avidia Forest because of Hypatia?
I did. I noticed Hypatia's mental anomalies, but since her symptom— if I didn't take action, Hypatia would have already been taken by the Matra to the desert, doomed to— Now that you mention it, I knew the Academia, but I still didn't expect them to do something as the Doctor and the Balladeer. From your description, I don't think they've completed their project. But then, what is the connection between creating a new god and restoring Irminsul?
Yeah, it feels like we're still nowhere close to figuring out the sage's goals. Right, we've pretty much gone over everything we need.
I'll stay here for now. I still want to— If you're planning to go into the desert, start by— Come find me here if there's anything else I can do.
Thanks, Tainari. Hopefully Hypatia...
Ad Astra. Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra.
Floaty floaty! Wibbly wobbly! Don't be nervous, just relax. Floaty floaty! Let's blow bubbles! Windblade! Now I'm mad! Floaty floaty!
Oh, so sorry. Cool it. Dodge this.
Let's blow bubbles! Don't slip and fall! Uh-oh! Be gone! I swear, it's for medical research!
Freeze.
shapes my sights.
Floaty floaty!
Bet you can't keep up with me! That's cheating! Windblade! Tired. Windblade.
Don't slip and fall! Ha! Hoo!
This moment will be frozen in time.
Wibbly wobbly! He might feel a little prick.
Dodge this!
floaty, floaty!
Let's blow bubble! Oh! Don't slip and fall!
Floaty, that wasn't very nice! Wibbly wobbly!
Cool it! Oh, so sorry. Ha! Freeze!
Floaty, floaty!
Don't be nervous. Just relax. Windblade.
keep up with me! No one escapes my sights! Ugh! I'll race you there! Not so hard! Windblade! I'll never surrender!
Let's blow bubbles!
Go, go, Baron Bunny! That's cheating! You got me. blade! That's cheating! Not so hard!
Let's blow bubbles! Don't be nervous. Just relax.
Tired. Windblade! I'll keep this close. Ready to apply.
Feeling lucky today?
Don't get frostbite.
Windblade!
You want this one?
Because things are so, ergo they are such.
We finally made it to Caravan Reebok. It's pretty lively here. So, just past this wall is the desert, huh? Oh, wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the outside. Oh, if it's this tall, it's gotta be the divine work of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right?
Enough gawking. Come on, follow me.
Huh?
Over here.
Oh, hey, then went that way!
What the? Where did she go? How did we lose him?
More Aramite mercenaries? How are they?
You were too careless. You should have noticed those hopeless amateurs. There's no need to thank me. I've never cared to keep track of person. All I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across.
You really gave Paimon a scare, Alhaitham. We never thought we'd run into you here. Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the acad-
Oh, so you've already landed yourselves on the Academia. However, had I wished to turn you...
Oh, right. You did-
I have no interest in running errands for that project. And these days, you're more not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still in... Everyone says the capsule originated in the desert and was eventually moved to Port Ormos. Which brings me back to you, and why you're... The leader of Ain al-Ahmar used the Divine Knowledge capsule right in front of you. And upon seeing him, your expression... To have that kind of reaction, I think you must have
Alhaitham, you really have a ridiculous-
So that's your answer. But that does prove you do have some undisclosed... No matter.
That's right. We have the same plan as-
Then I'd suggest starting with Aru Village. It's the large...
It's always better to travel with someone you...
Want a taste of my hammer?
Dodge this!
Fry!
He might feel a little prick.
I got that tingle.
What's the... Oh, so sorry.
Picked the wrong path.
A reward on the road.
Before us lies Aru Village, the safe haven of the...
Whoa, this landscape is really something else. What a cool place! Let's...
Sino. Unless my memory fails me, we have barely spoken 2 words to each other before now at the Academia. Would you care to enlighten me as to when and how I invited the General—
Oh, Hatham. Do not think you can escape my judgment, just be—
Judgment? So that's how you'd characterize your actions here, is it? Or would elimination perhaps be a more accurate description?
Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me. Though styled like an assassination, I sought only to ensure that my target would be
Seemed to me more like your own—
Who is...
Yes. General Mahamatra Sino, head of all the Matra at the Academia. He's a formidable hunter, and the ultimate nightmare for any who have committed academic—
You seem to have placed a lot of trust in Al-Hatham, to the point of blocking an attack for him. If I were you, I'd never choose to side with him. I wouldn't believe a single word that comes out of his mouth. I have been pursuing this scribe for a long time. I urge you.
Has Al-Hatham done something wrong? Paimon doesn't think he's as bad as you've made him out to be.
I won't waste my breath explaining things. Take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding on your person. Unless you want me to retrieve it for myself.
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes a Matra's senses.
Wait, the divine knowledge capsule? Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Sino. But I must admit, I'm very curious. And why, as General Mahamatra of the Academia, are you all alone in the desert? As far as I'm aware, the other Matra have been speculating about your disappearance. Have you been given a mission that's... Let's say, if I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your authority and...
I should have known you'd be difficult to deal with.
You two? Ugh.
Ahem. Well, look at you two, acting all tough and self-righteous over there.
Wait, Dia? Great, finally summoned up. You gotta help us out here. Otherwise, these two are gonna start fighting again.
Yeah, sure looks that way. 2 giants from the Academia duking it out once and for all. Listen, I know you academic types love to fill up your big brains with self-righteous morality and lord your empty rules and virtues over each other. But how dare you bring your petty disputes into the safe haven of Aru Village? It seems like someone's gonna have to beat some sense into your thick skulls until you finally learn to respect these grounds. Hey, did either of you hear a word I just said?
Whoa, what's going on? The wind's so strong!
Another sandstorm? What's up with these recently?
Hey! All of you, over here, quickly!
Someone's calling for us!
That sounded like Candace. Come on, you two. Gee.
All right, stop yelling.
Well, this is pretty awkward. Hey, wanna play sardines with 3 people who wanna tear each other limb from limb? Sure, why not? Sounds fun. The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm dies down. Please, let me introduce myself. I am Candace, protector of Aru Village.
Our savior is nice to meet you, Candace. The name's Paimon.
There's no need to thank me. It's only right to help each other when the weather gets rough.
Wow, she's so gentle and caring, like a nice older sister.
All right, now that we're all better acquainted, we should return to the topic at hand. As a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, I was observing your conflict from afar. And now that you have set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely sure that you pose no threat whatsoever to us. So please, have an honest and sincere conversation with one another and put your hostile feelings to rest. If anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sand.
Oh, on second thought, Paimon may have misjudged Candace's character.
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia. Do I make myself clear?
All right, we got...
That's what I like to hear.
I was supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now.
Wait, that was you trying to be a mediator?
I have nothing to hide, so there's no shame in explaining myself. While Al-Haytham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission. Rather, I've chosen to exile my...
Huh?
A little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Academia's project. As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. However, I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request. But I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of... I began to realize that they were cautious of me from the very beginning. Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as soon as the submission reached his desk. The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages.
So they really are up to no good.
I realized then that to the Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing more than tools for the sages. The vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold, they are meaningless. I believed it would be wise to flee the Academia before the sages had a chance to take... I will never give up on this investigation. There's no...
Sino seems to have the same goal as us. Plus, now that he's no longer the General Mahamatra, he's somehow... Well, Sino, if...
When I was investigating the matter in the academia, I overheard a conversation between Alhaitham and a sage. The sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler.
What?
Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now,
Yes. I was indeed tasked with investigating the Traveler.
Alhaitham!
After all, the promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told me, once you've completed this assignment, I can give you a glimpse of divine knowledge.
a most enticing offer.
Unfortunately, those academics don't know me at all. Their words contained one key piece of information, namely that divine knowledge indeed exists. That gave me all I needed to know. From my perspective, the sages are far from trustworthy. Think about it. So, I began my own investigation following the lead. Had I been less guarded, I probably would have ended up like that Ain al-Ahmar mercenary.
You mean that the sages originally planned to dispose of you?
I'd already given up on the assignment by then. I only told, so it came as quite a surprise when I encountered my erstwhile.
Criminals do love to talk about coincidences.
Even though I ran into the Traveler by chance, I had no intention of providing assistance to. You were the ones who decided to follow me and strike up a conversation after I left that tavern.
That's true. Alhaitham helped us out at Caravan Rebat as well.
I'm willing to apologize, if that's worth anything to you. I took the Divine Knowledge Capsule behind your back because I judged its existence to be a significant risk. After all...
You should be well aware, Scribe Alhaitham. Now, answer me this. Did the sages...
Have I not made myself clear? You and I are both distrusted by the academia. Do you really think they would tell me anything?
Fine. Although you haven't completely proven your innocence.
As you wish.
Good. I'm glad to see you two clearing up. And now you, Dia. I believe it's your turn.
Oh, sorry. Whatever the boys were talking about must have been so boring that I spaced out. My situation is pretty straightforward. My employer, Dunyarzad of the Homayani family, is friends with the Traveler and is currently recovering from her illness at home. I had nothing going on, so I decided to return to Aru village for a visit. I was actually looking forward to a pretty exciting time getting back together with everyone here. But then I saw these two random guys in the middle of a pointless argument. It ticked me off, and things went downhill from there.
Is that all? Well, I will admit that definitely sounds like your style. In that case, welcome back, Dia.
That's more like it. I missed you all so much, Candace.
Whoa! What was that sound?
No need to worry. Now that you're no longer at each other's throats, please make yourselves at home. I'll take a quick trip outside to clear out some of those creatures in the sandstorm.
Creatures? In the sandstorm? Are you sure you don't want some backup?
Fighting in a sandstorm is not for the faint-hearted. Anyone without extensive training in these conditions is at a disadvantage. You needn't worry.
Yeah, just leave them to Candace. Don't worry, she's as tough as they come.
The wind's died down. That means the sandstorm's over, right? Candace still isn't back yet, though. Is she alright? Maybe we should go out and check on her.
When you put it that way, even I'm starting to feel a little worried. All right, let's go. We've been here long enough, and the boys are as chatty as the floor.
You're still fighting? You've been out here dealing with these creatures the entire time?
Yes. They just keep coming in waves. I've lost count of how many I've defeated.
Ah! Here comes another wave!
Leave this round to us. I got interrupted or
It's been quite a while since
I'll be sure to put on a good show. Let's go!
Prepare to be blown away! A reward on the road. Windblade!
No escape! Here comes another wave! When are they ever gonna... Let up! Hey! Windblade! Wibbly wobbly! The creature stopped appearing.
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath of the sandstorm.
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
Huh?
Ah, my apologies. I haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I had my hands full. I am the chief of Aru Village.
Sir, I am also originally from the desert.
I can't say they've always been common. Besides sandstorms, we also occasionally get earthquakes.
Another effect. So, Irminsul's withering causes
Everything in the natural world is inextricably connected to Ermin.
Everyone in Aru Village needs... speaking of which,
village keeper? Who are
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Most of them are scholars who lost their sanity. The academia believes that their crazed mutterings may...
Alas, that's exactly what we've been trying to investigate, but no one in the village has ever seen them leave. If you're planning to stay around the village...
I've had encounters with those people in the past.
The Matra are the ones responsible for their exile.
Mock me if you will, but if you are guilty, I will eliminate...
Oh, you're the former general...
Is it because you're reminded of Hypatia? But, is it really a good idea to tag along with Sino?
I'll be grateful for the assistance. Let's start by finding a spot to... Although I've sent myself into exile, I'm still doing essentially the same things as before. Do you still have any questions for me before we start our investigation? One of my former subordinates told me that this title has its origins in a strange incident. The academia has long exiled mad scholars to Aru Village. When mad scholars first arrive, they are as incoherent and initially, The people of Aru Village greatly resent. Aru Village was struck by the strongest earthquake in living memory. Suddenly, he noticed a mad scholar crouching in a corner, caressing the ground with his hands. A soft, green light radiated from him, like a divine glow against the backdrop despite the powerful tremors that ripped through the ground that night. All the houses remained upright. After that, the people of Aru Village treated the mad scholars with great...
A soft green light? A mad scholar protect... Paimon thinks so too. Actually, Sino, do you know if any of the mad scholars...
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the academia could still
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense!
If you are able to draw a conclusion from this one story alone, then it appears you possess much more information. So, what do you make of the story? Really?
What? You don't believe us? Let's...
No, it's not so much that I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali, the academia has always placed far greater importance on the late Greater Lord. In addition, I've never heard any stories about Lesser Lord Kusanali and her deeds.
No way! Nahida definitely exists! She's a... How should Paimon put it?
I've spent many years interrogating criminals.
Good! Then you should know that
That look in your eyes. How can this be? To think. Our Archon...
Alright, now it's our turn to put up, but easier said than done. Especially since we don't have...
Excuse me, are you here to...
Huh?
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
My name is Isak. You'll help me find my...
Is your grandpa a mad scholar?
Hey, don't say that.
The person you're referring to is not a local. Yet you are.
Grandpa is just Grandpa. I heard everything you said to the village chief. Please, you gotta take me with you.
So you're the one who was eavesdropping on us. I was planning to go out and take care of whoever it was.
Whoa. Haven wasn't kidding about
Sorry, I was only listening in 'cause...
All right. But...
Sino is super vigilant.
Ah, you're back already.
We just wanted to confirm something with you. Do you know a boy by the name of Isak?
Huh? You knew this?
Yes. Although he tried his best to stay hidden, I still noticed Isak's parents were both Aramite mercenaries who rarely returned to the village after finding employment in the city. He was raised by his grandfather. Unfortunately, it was only a few years before his grandpa passed away. Isak was still very young at the time, so various families in the village took turns caring for him so he could survive. Later, an elderly mad scholar arrived at the village. Isak thought the scholar bore a striking resemblance to his grandfather, and thus often spied on the man. However, the scholar was unkempt in appearance and incoherent in speech. Although Isak referred to the man as his grandpa, he was afraid and didn't dare to approach him. One summer night, the oft mumbling and bumbling grandpa suddenly calmed down and seemed to become more loose. So grandpa walked up to Isak and patted him on the head. He even took Isak to the entrance of the village. The next morning, Isak woke up and wanted to go find his grandpa again, only to realize his grandpa no longer recognized him. It's said that those who saw the scholar claimed he no longer appeared to be crazy. Isak was thrilled that his grandpa was able to find peace and would follow him all the time, asking him things like, "Grandpa, want me to take you somewhere fun?" Or, "Grandpa, could you tell me stories about the stars again?"
All this somehow just makes Paimon feel really...
Perhaps. Nearly everyone who lives in the desert has some form. It's also my reason for fighting. I must continue to...
Maybe the people have always had a
Huh? What did...
No, nothing.
Perhaps you are more compassionate than I gave you credit for.
Hey, Isak!
Oh, it's you guys!
We've cleared everything up. Let's go.
Really? Yeah!
All right.
Excuse me. Did you happen to see where the...
You mean the village keepers? When I was eating dinner the other day, I saw one of them by the side of the road.
Okay.
Anything else?
The scholars that have gone missing.
Those eyes.
Don't change the subject.
Right. You were asking about the but honestly, I feel quite sympathetic.
Do you also think Grandpa...
Grandpa? Oh. He was actually the one who... It still feels pretty surreal now. Well, whatever the case, I'll...
Gotcha! Sir, have you seen my grandpa recently?
Oh, well, if it isn't Isak. The last time I saw him, he was spacing out by... And speaking of my wife, she still always...
Oh, thank you.
It was nothing.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's no good. I've known you since you were very young.
Wow, what?
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Huh? Don't say anything for now. Isak, let's head over there.
I hope I can be as cool as Candace.
Listen, see if you can make out what they're saying.
Have you heard? The mighty King Deshret, the sovereign of our faith, will soon return to this world.
Yes, of course I have. King Deshret is the one and only true ruler of this land. I've never believed in any other gods. Still, you say he's coming back, but it sure doesn't feel like life's about to change around.
Haven't you noticed? The village has been getting more deranged scholars than ever. Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of King Deshret's civilization in ancient times. We don't quite know why, but it seems like there's some sort of connection between insanity and King Deshret. Isn't it a sign of King Deshret's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared? If you ask me, they must have been chosen as the final...
Huh. Now that you say it...
Exactly. Those city folks will get what's coming to them.
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Huh? Who are you?
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Yeah, bro, this guy's something else. Just look at his eyes.
Let's not get on his bad side, okay?
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about King Deshret's resurrection.
Well, I only know a few things from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that the madmen will disappear and that King Deshret will return to this land. Hey, go on. It's true. It's all true, sir. We desert folk have had more than enough of those people at the academia. Would you want to live like this if you were in our place? Delavar also said that once King Deshret returns to our side, it's only a matter of time before we conquer the land on the other side of the wall.
Is that so?
Seems like he still wants...
Got it! At first, please don't beat me up just...
The people here really like King Deshret.
Where is this radical...
I haven't run into him over the past few days.
No, not at all.
Sounds like you're not too close.
No, of course not.
I have many ways to stop you from talking. So you'd best just stay home, don't do anything, until I've gotten to the...
Yes, got it.
That scared Paimon half to death. Sino is pretty... He didn't try to reassure us at all.
I heard that.
Sorry.
It's part of being a Matra. The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead. But very well.
Isak!
I'm here.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there.
Join the Eremites and embrace a wonderful new life.
Grandpa? Oh, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa. This is where Grandpa usually stays.
There sure isn't much here.
No.
Incense? But are you okay?
There's a scent that you can sense, but...
A certain traveler here once passed out from that smell. Thankfully, Tainari saved...
So...
Huh? You know him too?
Yes. Now that I...
Wait, surely Tainari...
No. No need. Did you first encounter this scent at Tainari's house? In the forest.
What are you looking for?
Here it is. Take a look right here.
Paimon doesn't...
Although the traces have been completely buried from the size and shape, they belong to the scent is quite faint.
But who would come looking for Grandpa?
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away with the
Huh? So you can lure someone away with... Hey! What's wrong with liking good food? Everyone's got...
Exactly. Most scholars are fond of incense, even deep within the clutches of madness. They still
No.
So, someone's taking advantage of their weakness? Are the rumors really true? Could the disappearance of...
It's highly likely.
Please, you have to save my Grandpa. Grandpa's...
Sounds like we'd better help get him back.
Let's head to Aru Village and inform Candace and the other.
right. The darker fabric definitely looks a lot better.
We're back, Candace! We've got a lot to tell you.
Ah, welcome back.
Sounds like everyone's friends already.
Oh, Dia's here too!
You bet. So, everything...
Reasonably.
I'll hate them didn't go with you?
We haven't seen him at all.
Huh. I saw him around the village entrance.
Did you find out anything useful? I see. So someone used a kind of incense to...
The resurrection of King Deshret? First I've heard of it. Far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall. Scholars are fond of it, but as you can see, there aren't many scholars still studying around these parts. Not to mention, making incense is a labor-intensive process. It seems someone from beyond the wall must...
Makes sense.
So what should we do then?
If it was any other day, that would be your next... Didn't you say that the villager got his news from the tavern?
If Paimon remembers correctly...
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Engur, the wide-eyed butcher. These guys have one thing in common, and that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in King Deshret. Way they see it, King Deshret's resurrection is their only chance at... Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here in...
Tia! You're amazing!
No merc can afford to slack off on...
Let's head out.
Now hold on, you're staying right here, son.
Why?
Aru Village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here. The desert is unforgiving. So compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual... I need to go around and ask some questions. Good, then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Rebot with me, and we'll try our best to
All right, sounds like a plan. Well, here we are again.
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Paimon's amazed every time we see the wall of Samiel.
I know what you mean. I had the same question every time. Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really... It was only after I grew up that I realized. The wall of Samiel isn't just there to keep... Sumeru is run by wise and mighty sages. We're cheap labor, like livestock, but even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. The geniuses like Sataria are 1 in a million. The other children never get a single chance.
That's terrible.
I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
Hey, Dia.
No, not at all. Besides, we're here to procure information, aren't we?
Yep, we gotta catch those...
Shh! Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful. Our mission started the moment we arrived here. Let's go check out the tavern. Just our luck. None of our...
You mean, you don't...
Dia, is that you? What a coincidence. You here for a drink too?
Zaki.
Oh, and who do you have with you here? Guests from another land? Hello! I'm...
We've had drinks. Anyway, as far as my friends here, they aren't too
Absolutely. Much better than those people on the other side.
Yeah. Have you seen Engur, Delavar, or...
Of course I have. Matter of fact...
I've got a spice trading deal from another nation.
Ah, how thoughtful of you. Then I...
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep this deal a...
Yes, how considerate of you.
Are we there yet?
Yep.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Why don't you take a guess? Go on.
Oh no! It's an ambush!
What's this all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dia. You really think we didn't hear about what you said back in Aru village? Not only do I know that you're looking for Delavar.
So, you've been watching us from the very beginning?
Uh-oh. I'm a newly...
And you left the strongest one in the village, didn't you?
So you and Delavar have been partners all along.
Dia, but you got one thing right.
If that's the case, then I'm sure Delavar wouldn't miss—
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said in the village, your little monologue about the Wall of Samiel would have convinced me—
Delavar. And Enger, you're here too, huh?
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary. You should have known the traitors are—
Dia, I thought that you, a fellow desert dweller—
Yeah, gee, what a missed opportunity.
See? There you have it.
You're not wrong. Mercenaries are driven by Mora, and my faith lies with whoever—
Enough talking! Get him!
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
Following orders.
Windblade! Be gone! I swear, it's for medical research!
I'll take one.
Don't get frostbite.
No one escapes my sight!
Impossible! How could you?
So, what do you think about your meticulous network now, Zaki? How did you say it? It's only natural for a traveling mercenary. I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with— And of course you would believe everything he reported. Even though you heard we went to handle monsters that so-called Flame Mane is just a fraud. That's what you thought.
Ugh. You lied.
And you were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. You all— Okay, that should be all of them.
Whoa! So you've been planning this since we were in Aru?
No task can be done without preparation. I just happened to notice a couple—
Oh, but instead of catching them right away...
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple small fries.
Oh, you mean the funny name she mentioned back in...
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Enger and Delavar like to talk themselves. Alcohol has a way of making people share what they really think. So
What about Zaki?
he's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar first. That's what you wanted to ask when we were at Uncle Aunt.
Wait, so he's a rat?
No, he isn't. I just needed—
Wow, what a genius
Ah, you're too kind. It was straight from the usual—
So, that thing you were saying before,
Hmm? About what?
about how mercenaries only care about...
Does that bother you? What makes you so sure?
Dia, do you dislike the Dendro...
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon. I've heard a lot of nice things about the Lesser Lord from Dunyarzad. I can understand. Dunyarzad's just an ordinary person.
I've begun to realize that the sages are behind everything that's happened recently. The radicals' blind belief.
But I see through it all. And unlike them—
Dia...
Anyway, looks like we're done with business here. This should be all of them. I'll let you.
All right. I'll be.
Candace, do you need...
Candace will be okay on her own. She's been guarding Aru Village for quite some time now.
While I'm questioning them, why don't you...
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, Traveler. As for these idiots... Candace is an expert at dealing with people.